but we're actually going to transition to our closing ceremony as this is the end of our convention. So Diana, why don't you go ahead?
Awesome. Thank you so much again, Jessica and Cynthia, and well, all of our speakers, many of which aren't here right now. But before, so just to kind of give you guys a sense of what's going to happen right now with the closing ceremony, I'm just going to say a few things, and then we'll announce our competition winners. That'll be pretty quick, and then the prizes aren't picked yet for each person, but we know which prizes we're giving, so we can also mention those. And then after that, we are going to meditate, and then we're just going to hang out and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, your favorite parts of the convention, or what fields of STEM you're interested in. And so to just get started, before I recognize all the competition winners, I wanted to thank everyone who attended, listened, or spoke at STEM World, especially the people who stayed for almost 22 hours. Very impressive. So that's specifically several of the STEMI executives. So Catherine Liu, Sophie Takmopoulos, Aryan Mathur, and Arun Yadavali, and Faith Han. You guys have really powered through. Like, we've been on the Zoom call since 7:30 a.m. So very impressive. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, and then for Jessica and Cynthia, some people are asking for your contact information, like an email. So if you can just put that in.
That's totally only if you are comfortable, and also you are free to leave
Yeah.
and turn off your video. So I couldn't privately chat you because I couldn't find you, but yes.
Oh yeah, you can search them in the private chat, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, thank you guys, Jessica and Cynthia again. Yeah, so, as I said, we woke up at 7, we called at 7:30, and now we're here at 6 p.m. and we did that both days, which is really impressive. Yesterday, we actually ended at 8 p.m. So that was also really cool. And in addition to the STEMI executives, I've also seen several individuals in the Zoom session for just countless hours, and many of which were like super active and asking questions and engaging with the speakers. So, a special thank you to everyone who's not even associated with STEMI, and then chose to participate and just stay with us for so long. Yeah, and I also just like to briefly mention what we really hoped that you would gain in attending STEM World to those who came as attendees. And I'm personally very confident that I gained what I was hoping in many ways. So I think this convention was geared specifically towards high schoolers, but I know a lot of the people who joined us were not high schoolers and were in a very different age range. But even so, I think that oftentimes for specifically high schoolers, and specifically me, when I attend a class, I gain a lot more technical skills, like hard skills, than I do inspiration and motivation to pursue a certain subject. Like with math classes, doing Common Core in middle school, and up to AP Calculus, which is when I actually started to get interested in math. Until then, I thought that math wasn't, super valuable. Like, it's not going to help me cure a disease. What am I doing? Spending all this time out with algebra, and I was very, very wrong. Because a lot of times when you're taking these classes as a middle and a high schooler, you don't realize the full impact and the significance of the subjects you're learning. And if you tuned into our first speaker, Dr. Con Henry, he was talking about how the Pythagorean theorem, which is something that everyone learns in grade school, is actually used to explain many of the mysteries and some super intricate concepts in the universe. And so I think especially with this event, I got to see how, skills that you think are very simple and like mundane can actually be super applicable in the world and are driving a lot of the innovations in science and technology. And the last thing that I really hope that you gain is, exposure in subjects in STEM that you're not super comfortable with. For me, I was very fixed on biology. I want to be like a computational biologist. And after listening to all of those physics talks that were just absolutely amazing, and all those math talks as well, those blew me away. And computer science. Basically every subject that I was like, this is an okay subject. After those talks, I was like, this is amazing. I didn't black holes colliding at the edge of the universe, that's amazing. So, you know, I'm getting a little philosophical, but I really enjoyed and I really enjoyed the privilege and the opportunity to hear from these amazing professionals, you know, people who have dedicated their life's work and like thousands and thousands of hours to studying STEM. And they came to speak with us for like no charge, for nothing. They just came to inspire us. So yeah, you know, I really like to thank them. They're probably not watching this because, you know, but they were really amazing. And I hope that you did also, you know, get a better grasp in some of the concepts that we were teaching, you know, maybe gain insight or inspiration to pursue something you weren't super familiar with or you didn't really care for before this convention. And so that's my little spiel. And now I'll announce the competition winners because this is called the award ceremony. It won't take very long because we're just going down a list. And we're not going to go yeah. So for the physics competition today, I'd like to congratulate Steph G, Matthew G, Eris Sedorje, who's actually joining us from Frankfurt, Imtiaz Srinjoy C. These are just the names that they enrolled in the Kahoot with. So Al Kafi, Claire Yang, Raha Kumarasan, Ishan Jaluri. So sorry if I mispronounced anything. You know, this is our first encounter. And then for math, congratulations to Matthew G, Mahir Desai, Dylan Shu, Jiakang Chen, Michael from SWHS, Claire Yang, Elliot Chen, Matthew Sulistij, so sorry again, Imtiaz also. Oh, congrats on everyone who won both of those competitions. I saw a few overlaps. For chemistry, we have 2 more to go. Chemistry, we have Steph G again, Anna Pereira, Alma Sedorje, Srinjoy again, Nikita Valajev, Claire Yang, Julia Sun, Janine Lay, and Imtiaz for the 3rd time. Okay. And for biology, last competition, Tamara Gruslova, Srinjoy C, Imtiaz, Michelle Serbin, Ria Alurkar, Montana L, Joshua Sujo, April Z, and Harriet Chen. All right, I'm done with all of those names. So big congratulations if you won. You know, our competitions, as I said before, they were written by high schoolers, but they were still pretty hard. So, you know, kudos to you for joining a competition on your Saturday and Sunday. Okay, those are, and just because we're going on this theme of thank yous, you know, a special thank you to everyone who organized the events. These are also overlapping names. Faith Han, especially, Devon Shaw, especially, Aryan Mathur, Arun Yadavali, Catherine Liu, Sophie Takmapoulis, especially. You know, those were all of the names I also mentioned for the people who stayed like almost 22 hours. Yana Samoilova, Brianna Doe, Yulia Anashkina, Natasha Lee, Rahul Sundar, Catherine Zhou, and Catherine Liu. There's 2 Catherine Lius. Priyanka Kalidindi, and our competition writers. These are the last thanks. Catherine Liu, again, Harshdeep, Kailash Ranganathan, and Christian Kim. The very last thank you, I promise, is to our sponsors. They are the only reason that we were able to actually garner prizes for all of you competition winners. So, you know, a special thank you to Carry the Vision. We actually have Ann Fisher from Carry the Vision with us today. And also to Next Step, which is a service that helps with college admissions. So if you're interested, I posted several times in the announcements channel, and I'll repost this night today. Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you for everyone who supported STEM World, who came and listened to all of our speaker talks. And I am finally done with my spiel. So now we're going to meditate. And afterwards, again, we're just going to hang out. And if you want to talk about anything, if you have any suggestions to improve STEM World, that's the time to say it. All right. And I will hand over the floor to Anne.
Thank you, Diana. Wow, it sounds like it's been an incredible weekend. And the way we're going to close is with meditation, which is interesting if you know the science of that. It's